Good dawning. Welcome to another episode of Good Dawning with myself, Mr. Floyd. Josh, welcome. Welcome back, guys. Welcome, Tina. How are we doing this dawning? Hi, Josh. Victor is finishing up now. Cool. Grateful. All right. Thank you, Tina. How are we doing this dawning? Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Josh, or Mr. Floyd here, and we used to be Mr. Floyd. And welcome. We are live here and attempting to now stabilize here and go live Monday through Friday, and maybe Saturday as well. But yeah, we are here. We are live. A regular slide here. Grateful and better now that I get to see you. Oh, thank you, Tina. And yeah, maybe while I'm dashing later today. But yeah, so things are good. We're just one step at a time here, right? So today we get a haircut, and we actually got an interview tomorrow. Crazy enough. We'll take it one step at a time here, but who knows? This could be good. We shall see. Yeah, we'll see if anybody else piles in here. If that's the case. And, yeah, it's not Tina. You and I will have a wonderful one-on-one show. But I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful to have you here. Haircuts and interviews. Yeah, it's right. I know, one step at a time here, but we got to get moving forward. And exactly. So we'll today we'll dash because we drum up insurance money and such. But tomorrow, but we will go live. I don't know when yet. I'm trying to figure this out time wise. Most likely Saturday or Sunday. I'm gonna go live again with tarot and oracle and such. But we'll see here. And channeling, of course. But yeah, so we'll see if anybody else comes in. If not, it's just you and me, Tina, and that's totally fine. I am grateful. If anybody want to watch my mug, there's somebody else just showed up. There's two of us. Just the two of us. When is Chloe coming on? I've got to get in touch with her. I'm gonna see if she wants to do Saturday. Lean, good dawning, beautiful soul, grateful. So yeah, I'm gonna get in touch with Chloe today and see if she's wanting to do Saturday. Good dawning, like usual. And then yeah, we may yeah, we'll see what we're gonna do here, but. Hopefully she'll come on. If not, then we may shuffle up Good Dawning and do cards. And if Chloe can't come on Saturday, that will be perfect. As we'll make Good Dawning, then cards, oracle, and channeling, and we can do that as a special Good Dawning, right? Lindsay, Good Dawning to you. Favor, you're staying warm up there. It's been incredibly warm here. It's like going to be in the 60s today, so no argument here. Adam from the Medium channel. How are you? If you don't know who the Medium channel is, he's in the chat there. Adam, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern time. The Medium channel. Good stuff. Good stuff. Adam is a medium and a prognosticator of the future events, and pretty good at it too, I must say. And I must say, Adam, I whatever you're doing, health wise, wow, you look amazing. Your last video there, it's like something. Yeah, your skin is cleared up. Totally, you look like $1,000,000, brother. It looked amazing. You really, whatever you're doing there, keep it up. Yeah, it's having a good effect on you, brother. Getting relief from my office for readings, but wanted to say hi. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's nice to see you. Favor and blessed. Have a favored safe drive to the office there and a great day in the office. And hey, one day maybe we'll be doing this from the office, right? From who knows? All right, Shelly and Neil, welcome. Grateful. All right, so let's get this ball started here. Grateful for all of you that are here, and yeah, let's see what we've got going here, guys. It's not snowing, which is good. It's about 40 minutes. Oh, wow. That's a drive. Grateful, yeah, there's been no snow here at all in Colorado. And not pretty much, there's no real snowpack. And yeah, so we've already got a fire ban, and they're already talking camping bans. And Bonnie Binsky, good dining, beautiful soul. Josh, sorry I missed you yesterday. I was on a live with Mystic John. Oh, okay, you were on a live. Like, oh wow, okay, cool. No worries, no worries. I mean, I went live like it was a rando live. So yeah, when I go rando like that, I have no expectations, anyways, guys. I'm humbled that honestly anybody would want to show up and especially with what's been going on in my universe, right? And it's still sticking around. I'm grateful. Yeah, heart brain coherence helps. I think absolutely. That's so it's really what there is. But yeah, no worries, Tina. I appreciate that though. But thank you. All right, so let's see what we got from Kuan Yin, and we're gonna use Kuan Yin today, and we've also got the Hero's Journey. I got the other decks that were sitting out here yesterday as well. Crystal wise, we're gonna continue with the clear quartz because set some new intentions and such, right? And yeah, just kind of keep on trucking here. So grateful guys, thank you all for being here who are here, and thank you. We love you. And all right, so if you're new here again, please hit the bell and subscribe and all that jazziola. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out a time slot when I can go live. If Chloe's not going live with us Saturday morning, then we'll be cards, oracle, and tarot, 101 for you guys. And then otherwise, if Chloe's with us, then I'd probably do that Sunday, I'm thinking. But I don't know, maybe Saturday, just one step at a time here. Saturday early afternoon, maybe like at like one. Might be my other option. So we shall see. But we want to make sure we get a good dash on Saturday there. Tina, Henny, Shelly, and Neil, welcome. All right, so we've got, there we go, Kuan Yin, and there we go. And the card today is Spin the Silken Thread Divine. In creating precious silks, there is a sorting process of sifting out which is broken to find which is precious and pure. You are commencing a new cycle, and it is time to release what is not aligned with your true heart. Choose to release all vows, agreements, and connections that no longer serve your highest good. Well, we did something to that effect already. If you notice, if you go to the my posts, my community page there, I did a cord cutting ritual, and the black was all the stuff we wanted to get rid of, right? And that candle burned down pretty fast and furious. So exactly. So we cut some cords in behaviors in myself and such. So literally, we just kind of did this, and to an extent. But yeah, and it's having an effect, slowly but surely here. But grateful, right? You know what's grateful is that we get a job interview tomorrow, right? But usually, at least my MO here in Colorado, it used to take weeks. I'd throw out hundreds of resumes before I'd even get a fish, right? Like anything that bite the line. So I'm absolutely stunningly grateful that things have moved forward faster and this time around, for sure. But yeah, grateful. So we're just gonna hold an attitude of gratitude, right? I saw the picture and I'm not surprised by the results. Exactly. Yeah, I mean that torched up, and then I don't know what it means when the flame, if you catch the flame there and it's burning and turning to the right. I don't know what that really means, but yeah. So all right, let's see what we got here. All right, so great message. Thanks. Thank you. All right, so let's see what we've got from the heroes. Ooh, hot coffee. I couldn't find the sugar here. I mean, not that I won't put a lot of. It's something it's instant coffee to cut the oof. But so we put Swiss Smiths. So sugar jacked here, but all right, 1 and 2. So yeah, it's hot too. All right, so cut the cards here. Let's take the bottom card as the energetics for today, and top 3, 1, 2, and 3 for the energetics. How we receive those energetics, reach those energetics. Sip. All right, yeah, let's do a simultaneous sip in honor of Scott Adams here, who passed 2 days ago. He's the purveyor of the simultaneous sip. So if you have any coffee, tea, or libation of any sort there, grab your whatever it might be, and Scott Adams, and the simultaneous sip. Here we go, guys. Ready? Here we go. All right. All right, so the card for today is divine discernment, right? So step back to find clarity, right? Like if you stand in front of the mountains there. If I drive on 36 and I look up, I'm right in front of the mountains. It's like, what? You don't see much. But if I go down to like 119 or 287 and then drive down 287, which is a few miles to say the least from the mountains, and actually on 287, you can see the entire you can see the entire mountain range. You can literally see if you look backwards to Wyoming, and if you look down, you can see the entire Rocky Mountain range bend and go all the way down 150 miles down the road, give or take, to Pikes Peak. So you can see the entire mountain range. You can certainly see clearly. That's for sure. And you can see for miles, miles, and miles. So step back to find clarity. So it's about stepping back from the picture, like dragonfly, right? Hover over your troubles to see them in a better way, right? All right, so and that's a number 13 as well, or a number 4 if you want to break down 13. 4 means that you are supported by the angels, right? All right, so this is number 17 or 8, which is then like the flow, right? Infinite flow. 10,000 angels. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. And so I've been doing that more for a few, I would say a week, honestly, or more. I didn't even call my family. I just kind of got stuck in my own mud, so to speak, in my own energies. But yeah, so now we call on my family, good Dunning family, Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo, Dunning, right? So do you good Dunning here? And there's others as well, Ron and Miles, right? All right. Ron being my guide, Miles is Hershey's guide, but he works with me too. All right, number 37, 7, 8, 9, 10. Poof. And this is stop and take in the view. So if you're stepping back to find clarity, you're going to get a bigger view. So you'll stop and take in that larger view, right? Take stock of the treasures you've earned. So it's already it's telling you, basically, or telling all of us to stop and to take note of where we already are, right? Because we may not be where we want to be, but if we stop and stand in frame for a second and spin around, we may already be halfway there, right? Or we may be getting closer, right? Or it may not be as bad as you think if you think it's bad, right? I have a mixed coffee and hot chocolate mix. Instant hot chocolate, like a Swiss Miss, which is not healthy. Don't get me wrong, but will be sugar jacked here shortly, right? I bring in with my right hand and give with my absolutely. I'm a right-hander, so it's usually my right hand. I'm thinking more left may be a good idea. Ooh. Yeah, I receive. And then to get right. Time for a quantum leap, number 7, right? But where's Dean Stockwell, right? Remember Quantum Leap with Dean Stockwell and Scott Bakula? I need a Ziggy, right? I mean, the Ziggy was actually one of those portable football games that he was playing with, but it was his Ziggy. But nonetheless, number 7, time for a quantum leap. So prepare for a makeover. We're gonna get a haircut today, so there we go. Because we get a job interview tomorrow, and we really don't. I could go like this, right? Like, hi, I'd like to be your front desk guy. What do you think? Do you think they go for that? I don't think so. But that's just me. But yeah, so if we put this mess all together here, and grateful guys. Number 13, divine discernment. So step back to find clarity. So it's asking you to take a bigger look at the picture, basically what that means. All right, so number 17, 10,000 angels. And if you actually know how many angels that you have access to, and what really, I mean, 10,000 is a million. Quantum Leap was a fun show. Yeah, Quantum Leap was awesome. I spent, instead of doing like living life, right? Instead of like actually doing homework and stuff, I spent most of the 80s watching television, right? I think there's a lot of us who spent an exuberant amount of time watching television in the 80s. But yeah, definitely, Quantum Leap was awesome because I don't know. I always like human shows, like shows that are like humanistic, right? Dramas and whatnot. And so it's a very human show, not like watching the A Team, which was like violent and whatnot, but or whatever. But You got the idea. I just moved the bus around, so no longer have a table on my right, and I type with my right hand better. Oh, favor. All right, so then we put it all together here again. Step back and see it from the bigger picture. Lean on your support. So if you're stepping back to see the bigger picture, realize that there's a more support than you ever thought you would have at your disposal if you lean on them. So we are called in my. You call in. We'll do a. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple different things here in Good Done, and we're gonna shuffle some things around here. Just get an idea after we do this, right? So lean on your circle of supernatural support. Number 37, which would be a 10. 10 is endings, generally bring, and 10 is endings bring new beginnings. So stop and take in the view. Take stock of the treasures that you've earned. So stop and take in the view there. And then finally, number 7, time for a quantum leap. So if you step back and then you can see the larger view, right? So if you step back, lean on the trust, and then stop and take in the view, you're going to get a larger view. If I step back, get off 36, that's the road you take to Boulder, and go on 287 to go to Boulder instead and go down like South Boulder Road, I can see the entire front range. I can see the flat irons. I can't see but anything that's alongside the road there, generally speaking, if I'm right alongside the mountains, right? So number 7, time for a quantum leap and prepare for a makeover. So something, get ready to shift is what they're saying. So what we're being told is if you step back and take a bigger picture there, you'll see just enough to make that shift. And there you go. But grateful, right? We were always grateful. All right. Mother Isis is screaming to me as well. I don't generally play any more cards, but I was looking for my number deck, but it's not. It's downstairs in the box. Ah, feather falls out of the deck. Hi, Hershey, good dawning. I had to store my feathers somewhere, so I hid them in decks, right? And they just didn't want to like be floating around. All the feathers I found in the park. As a matter of fact, if it continues to stay this warm, we might actually be able to do good dawning from the park. It's kind of been insane. I think tomorrow's going to be in the 40s, though. All right, so we're going to pull one card from Kuan Yin and see what we've got. Positive vibes to you as well, Hershey. We love you and are grateful for you. And if you missed yesterday with Hershey, you can check that out on the Shadow Reader there. She's good stuff. You guys are missing out. If you're not watching Hershey when she is live, I mean, we've seen lots of channelers and lots of tarot and oracle. There we go on YouTube there, and there's some that, yeah, we go what, and then some that are just downright real and like true. I leave it as it stands. But if you've not experienced a shadow read from Hershey, then you have not experienced a shadow read, in my opinion. All right, so let's see what we got from Goddess Isis here. We're going to see what falls out of the deck. But she was screaming at me to say something, so there it goes. All right, so, and again, we've had all these cards here, and you've got this thick-ass deck. And a card that has never fallen out has just fallen out. So, grateful for that. And so we have the Flower of Life. It says divine creativity and manifestation. So, hey, things are positive, right? So the Flower of Life. Let's see what it looks like out of the book and read the italicized part here. A lot of TEs, temples of. Now we got a lot of does. Flower of Life. So let's see. Actually, there's no the. Flower of Life. All right, here we go. There it is. The Flower of Life. Voila. All right, so it says divine creativity manifestation. You're creating a fertile period of your life, or you're entering a fertile period of your life. Focus on your innate creativity and how potent that is becoming, and watch it rapidly grow. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being, to surrender your control over how things will manifest, and instead allow to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, flow and let it happen. Now that it's time for your blossoming. Oh, how awesome is that? All right, so if we put all this together, if you look at all what we've got here, we've got seeing the bigger picture with all of these, change through Isis, and then, of course, using your skills to create. So there we go. So ladies are asking to get up and take a look around and see where you can step into and what you can create. It's right in front of you. Speaking of creating, I've got to find the space. I'm guessing today we're dashing, but maybe even tomorrow afternoon. But either that or Saturday at this point, we're going to go live. I just got to figure out my timing. But we are going to go live and do one-on-one oracle, tarot, and channeling. So if you have and it doesn't work best if you just have like a general question, although I can do it with tarot. With channeling, they're going to be like, well, what's going on in your universe, right? So if you have a question about your universe, creativity, manifesting, creating, or whatnot, you can ask them directly. And you can even direct it if you want to, or see who comes up when we do the channeling there, who jumps in to want to take the channeling. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you, Hershey, for saying that. But yeah, so grateful, guys. And thank you for all who are here. I am grateful that anybody will want to watch me do anything on YouTube and or anywhere else for that matter. But yeah, so how are we doing? As you can see here, we're definitely in the shift, right? But learning. What I'm learning is I'm the one who's whether my universe is where I want it to be or not, right? But I'm grateful that it's here because I mean my alternatives, right? Exactly. And so I stand in extreme gratitude as to where I'm at, but for sure, without question. But the bigger question, here we go, is yeah, when what do I do, right? So the question is, do I stand in the energies of what I don't have, or what energies do I choose to stand in? And that's kind of in your universe as well. And I think this is where the channeling is going to come in. Is when things, where are you standing as far as once you recognize that your situation, then how do you propel yourself forward and allow yourself to do so without beating yourself up, right? Or even taking in the energies of love you, Adam. Much love, brother. Thank you. So yeah, hang on. Archangel Raphael here. I had to come through based on what Josh was stating. We are channeling through Josh for you, to you this dawning. When you are standing in a situation, as you saw in the cards there, when your universe becomes a situation rather than the flow that you are generally in, right? You are going to work or doing your day and living your universe when things change. However that is, whether you create the change or the change happens on its own. Archangel Raphael wants you to understand that it's not your job to sit in the whys. It's your job to understand what happened, but it's not your job to ponder and sit on your ass, right? It is not your job to fall into the energies of woe is me, right? Archangel Raphael wants you to understand that if things happen in your universe, the only way to heal is to get yourself up and to get moving, right? Not to sit in the energy of what happened or sit in the energy of woe is me, right? Yes, do an after action. Look into your universe and see what happened. What did you do to maybe pull the domino out from your universe? What did you do maybe to create change in your universe? But when change happens, you have to embrace the space that you stand in at that moment, right? Archangel Raphael wants you to understand that if you are changing, things are happening in your universe, you have to roll with the changes, right? It's like REO's Speedwagon, you have to roll. You have to move and allow the changes to flow in and through your universe. Otherwise, you are going to be in opposition of what is happening. And if one is in opposition of the universe, you're not going to get very far, and you are going to be pushing when you need to be pulling. As above, so below. It is your job to get yourself up and move, right? It's not your job to sit there and whine. It is not your job, unless you are that dog. It is your job, not your job to sit there and cry. It is your job to assess, to pick up, and to move forward. Lots of you, in your channel here, will find yourself in situations, right? As he did, in some aspect in your universe. What are you choosing to do when your universe does a 180? When you create a universe that doesn't flow into what you thought? How do you react and what do you do? Can you get yourself up and moving? Archangel Raphael wants you to understand that you, not only you can do so, it's great to have friends and things that can motivate, to push you forward. But if you are not willing to create a universe for yourself, you can sit in the traumas and the dramas that have happened to you. It's not what we want for you. You are the one who ultimately chooses how you step forward in your universe. If you have heard channelings before about the energy you are standing in, right? So it is the same as the action you are taking. It's the same idea, right? So what energies do you stand in when things happen in your universe? What actions do you take? And how long do you sit there in the shell shock state, so to speak, right? It is your job to shake that off and then to get up, dust yourself off, and realize that you are a creative being. You are the source of your creativeness. And if you want to create a better for yourself, it's not going to be handed directly to you. It will take effort from yourself and us, of course, as well, right? So it is your job then to allow yourself, right, to bring in new into your universe. What? By doing new yourself, right? It's your job to step forward and to take the actions, the 10% that you would need to take to create the better for yourself. If you are having a health issue, what do? You call your doctor. That's a lot of work, right? And your doctor gives you a referral. And then you get in the car and you drive to the appointment for the referral, right? Once you make the appointment. Are you doing a lot of work? Absolutely not, right? The universe is providing doctors from behind the scenes. They're getting you lined up for better health, right? All you are doing is picking up your cellular telephone, right? You don't even have to hold the receiver and dial at the same time, right? So all you are doing is dialing a phone and saying yes or no, and basically, right? Maybe going over your social security number and your date of birth for HIPAA. But if you are an understanding, Archangel Raphael wants you to understand. If you are creating a universe, right? You are looking for work. What do? You sit in front of the computer, you put out the resumes. That's it. Like dialing up, right? All the rest of the work has to be done, right? We have to align. We have to see, who did you apply to? Or is this in alignment? No, we're going to push that up. Is this in alignment? No, we're going to push that up. Is this one? Yes, this one is in alignment. So we're going to grab that and maybe you will get a phone call. But it is not your job to worry about it, right? It is your job to do the physical front end, right? All the energetics are done through us, through your universe, through your guides, through your higher self. If you are sitting there worrying, then you are not allowing those energetics to do their job, right? You are not seeing the higher picture, and you are not allowing in your universe and pushing away, right? It is your job to trust that if you put out the job applications, whether it's 1 or 50, and we would not recommend just one, because you cannot lean on us in that manner. We cannot guarantee the one application that you would put out would be the match for you, and then you will sit around disappointed. But if you put out 40 applications, right, in a matter of a week, it is our job then to sift through them. 40, right, the number of support from your angels too, right? So you sift through those you sift through those applications, right? We sift through those applications. We find the one that aligns best to you. We align it with the interview. Are you seeing? Then you take the interview and you have to see if it is aligned, right? Don't ever take a job without interviewing the company just as well as letting them interview you. You look pretty desperate, right? But what we are getting at is, are you letting us do the work in any aspect? You want a car, right? You go to Edmunds and start looking for the car you want to buy, right? And you are doing the reading and the reports. It is our job to find you the best deal. It's your job to follow your intuition, right? Just like when you are looking for work, right? It is your job to follow your intuition when you are looking through the applications. Follow your intuition and go to the dealer that hits your gut, right? If you are an understanding of all of this, it's a bigger play. Archangel Raphael wants you to understand it is your responsibility energetically to propel your universe forward, to do the things that you need to do to move it forward. It is our job to do all the back-end work. If you want to do the back-end work, you can do so, but that's the harder part, right? It's easy to send out applications. It's easy to go pick a dealership, to go look at a car after you've been on Edmunds to research the car you want, right? So what we are getting at is allow for the bigger picture. See the grander scene, right? See it in a larger way. Step back from the mountain and you see the mountain range, right? Climb down from the hill and you can see how enormous it was. The same in your universe. If you are facing something, whatever it is in your universe, step back. Don't stand directly in it, right? You can't see your way out of it. But if you step backwards and take 10 steps back, maybe 10 more, and then maybe 10 more, the picture gets brighter, bigger, and larger, right? You will see more in the frame, and you will understand more as well, right? And you will see. Allow for your universe to work for you. A lot of you do not. You panic and then stay in panic mode, right? Find the calm. When you find the calm, we find the way to fix, to help, to intervene. When you are standing in the panic, we have to allow you to dervish that energy. You do understand that, right? The more you panic, the more you, whatever is going on in your universe, the more you start going this and that and holding on to the what is happening, right? The less we can step in and help you to correct that, right? When you are standing in the energy of what isn't, what is wrong, or what is broken in your universe, that energy will have to persist, right? What you stand in, what you keep drawing towards your frame will persist. If you take that energy, recognize it for what it is, right? And then you step back from it and allow yourself to see the larger picture, not the microscopic micro of what's wrong, right? But how do we fix this, right? Breaking backwards. We step in and you can see bigger results, bigger help, bigger solutions. Are you calling on your team? We're going to do something here. And your channeler here had not been doing so. We are going to call him out. Because we are going to call into you what you are doing or not doing in your universe as well, right? Join Archangel Raphael right now. Call. It's going to sound weird, but if you have not done so already today, then it is your job to do so this dawning, right? And it is your job to do so every day, because if you are not doing so, not to say that you are walking out naked or without support, right? You're not going naked and afraid, right? But you are walking out there without the best tools in your belt. You are not calling in your universal family, right? Your angels, your guides, right? You are not walking out there with all of your knives sharpened, right? If you are just walking out, waking up in your universe, and you're not recognizing that it's not just you in your universe, but there is a whole team out there with you in your universe, including myself, if you allow for it, right? Are you understanding? Archangel Raphael wants you to understand that when you wake up in your dawning, it is your responsibility. It's not ours to jump into your universe. It is your responsibility to call us back into your universe, right? We will assist, but we can only assist if you insist, right? So you have to insist on us assisting, and then we can assist. If you are in understanding, then call on your guides in the dawning, right? It is your responsibility and job to do so. It's like suiting up, right? If you are a police officer, you would not go to the SWAT by yourself, right? You would need the rest of the team with you, right? You are going with your energy exposed, right? So if you are not going out there in the dawning, right, and waking up and calling in, or whenever you get up, right? Maybe you are lucky and you get up in the evening, right? But either way, you are not going out to your universe, right? And calling in your spiritual family, your guides, your direct guide who has been with you for the eternities, right? And you are not doing so, then on your end, you are walking out there without all of your tools, your team, and your energies, right? You are giving yourself, letting yourself be naked, so to speak. So in the dawning, it is your responsibility to call on your family, to bring them into your frame, into your universe. So Archangel Raphael wants you to understand that when you wake up, the first thing you do, of course, is to pronounce gratitude, right? Are you alive, right? Could not be. And there's how many people did not wake up this dawning, right? And if you are going to sleep and not waking up, probably our best way to go, right? Exactly. But nonetheless, I digress. When you wake up in the morning after you express the gratitude for still being in your body, right? So still being here, part of, right? If you are grateful for that. A lot of you may not be grateful. Your universe may not show but you cannot conflate your external universe with gratitude inside yourself for expressing yourself in 3-5D, right? Are you in understanding? If you are using your external universe as an expression of gratitude for how you are in your universe, right? If you are flat broke and have nothing in your universe, but you still can be grateful for yourself and your health, right? You can be grateful for the fact that you may not be outside, or you may be grateful that you have 3 square meals, or what have you. Gratitude does not have to come when your universe is perfect, right? The gratitude comes in every stage of your universe. And what we are getting at here is to stand in frame, to see what the bigger picture, and to not swallow yourself up in your energies, to not let yourself fall into yourself, but to call in your family, which a lot of you, as we've been stating here, do not do in the daily, right? So take a moment right now, whomever is watching this, right? Take a moment in yourself, in your frame, in your universe, and call in your family, call in your guides, call in those who want to help you through today, right? You have things that need to be done today, right? Are you calling in your support team? Are you allowing for them to join you in the support for you, right? For your universe? Or are you ignoring your support team? Are you not calling them in? And are you trying to run through your universe, dervishing in trauma body, right? In trauma energy. A lot of us don't even realize that we fall into negative space, right? Trauma energies, right? Energies that are scary or we are scared of, right? That lead us, that make us feel scared, right? The energies of anxieties and fears and whatnot, those energies, right? And so then we do not have not called in our guides, and we do not, that vibrational, right? So then we forget, right? And then we are just dervishing. So it is your job, right? When you are out there to call in your guides, you realize, wait a minute, I have help, right? Archangel Raphael, come into my universe. I'm calling you in, right? You can call me in at any time. Saint Germain, are you using your violet flame, right? All of those that your channel, I hear channels, all those in your family, right? And you have, everybody has their own universal family, right? Your guide is not the same as Josh's guide, is not the same as Helene's guide or as Tina's guide, right? Everybody's guide is different, but are you speaking with them? Are you allowing them into your universe to help you see the bigger picture? They are there to help you see what you are missing. They are there to help do the 80%, 90% really, of the work that you don't have to do back end when you look for work or when you are doing anything in your universe, right? You are going to the grocery store and you have a list. How do you know the grocery store has what you are looking for? If you trust your universe, generally speaking, every time you go to the store, generally almost everything you need is always there, right? It's the same thing in the back end, right? We're not going to send you to an empty grocery store unless there's a lesson that you would need to learn. Take Archangel Raphael's advice. Call in your guides on the daily. When you wake up in the dawning, put your feet on the ground and say that you are grateful. And then call in your family, whomever they are, your immediate guide, Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, whomever else you work with, whatever it might be, whomever it might be, call them in. Tell them, good dawning, tell them, we are grateful. I am grateful for you in my universe, and I am grateful for your divine protection and love, right? Realize that you have divine partnerships on the daily that you are most likely ignoring, right? And that you have a one-on-one relationship with who can help you to guide you in your universe. When you are asking for, do I turn left or right, and you feel it in your intuitive gut, right? Are you realizing that part of that is you, right? Your gut itself, but part of that is your angels too, right? Your guides, right? Telling you, go left, go left, go left. And you feel, oh, I need to go left, right? So we are nudging you. If you are listening, but if you have not called us in, you are not going to be tuned to listening, and we are not specifically going to be answering your question if you have not called us in and asked for help, right? Just acknowledged us, right? Per se, right? We're not going to let you die or anything, of course. But if you do not call in your guides on the daily, right? Or at least acknowledge them, stand strong with them, whatever you choose to do, right? In some form or fashion. Not to say they cannot help you, but at the same time, you're going to be running around thinking you are all alone in your universe, dealing with everything by yourself, with your own energies, and that is not the case. And we don't want you to short-change yourself when you are working on finding solutions for whatever is going on in your universe, working through the problems that you feel you have in your universe, right? You have divine partnership, divine help if you step in and allow for it. So call on your guides, stand strong and allow. Take the bigger picture, right? Step back from the problem and then call in your family to help you to see the bigger picture. We are grateful for you. Each one of us here. Josh Channels is grateful for you. Archangel Raphael wants you to understand the healing. The change comes from you seeing the bigger picture, calling in your family, calling in all the help that you have. You're not walking here on earth alone. You did not find your universe alone, right? And all of you have been able to create, right? You are eating breakfast, you are watching from a phone or a laptop of some sort or a televised vision, right? So you have created that for you. You have created a universe that allows you to see this universe, right? And so in that aspect, you are all creators already. So keep creating. Just bring in the help that you have. And you can create faster and stronger, right? That is what we are talking about. Allow for them to intervene. See your universe in conjunction with the larger universe of your angels and guides and ask them for their input, their help, and their direction, and you will see, right? Feel into your gut and realize, if you realize, not your lying eyes, of course, that you have divine help, and then we will guide you if you allow for it. And if you are listening, right? And we are saying you have to be ears to the ground, so to speak, right? But just paying attention, going slow, and not living in the past or the present. You cannot listen to anything that your guides are saying if you are dervishing about what happened in the past, or you are dervishing and screaming about what may or may not, trying to create a universe energetically in your head, a timeline, right? Realize that every single time that you are projecting forward, right, you are creating timelines. And if you are keep projecting one timeline long enough, right, you will start to step into that timeline, so to speak, right? And a lot of you may project the not the best timeline. Things are falling apart. And if you keep saying that in your timeline, things are falling right, and you will project that enough that the universe has to project that back, right? It has to create a timeline where things are falling apart that you have to walk through. Are you an understanding? But if you say, no, things are great, my universe is amazing and it's solid, right? Then the universe has to, wait, when it may not be, right? Well, we're not lying to ourselves. We are stating something, right? Are you seeing how this works? Your universe, you may be lacking X, Y, or Z. But if you state that it's there and have faith, right? There you see what we are talking about, right? You are not acknowledging what is missing, but you know it's not there, but yet you are understanding that what's not there can be there, right? And you allow for your universe to provide and to show you, right? And you are calling on your guides and calling on Archangel Raphael. Miracles, crazy things can happen, but you are not allowing for that, right? So step forward. Allow for the miracle. You are already alive, right? There's a miracle right there. Only you believe you are the miracle you are looking for, right? There you go. So Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael wants you to understand. Call us in. Call myself in. Call in Saint Germain. Call in the violet flame. Call in my green healing light, right? Call in your family, whomever they are. Call in your guides and whomever you are working with. Whatever is going on, you are not alone. And use that partnership, the divine partnership that you have, right? Utilize that on the daily. When you wake up, put your feet on the ground and contact your guides after being grateful. Watch what happens. Do this for a week. Try this for a week solid, right? Watch what happens in your universe if you are willing to do so. Releasing transmission. There we go. Archangel Raphael there. He's asking you to step back from the mountains there and see a bigger picture and to call in your guides. So we're going to do so right now, as a matter of fact. If you haven't already, we're going to do so in the daily now, if I remember. We're going to, tomorrow, right? To call in our guides and our family, our soul family, to assist us during the day. And so let's take a moment to do so, if you want to join me here. So for myself and for you as well, and all you got to do is really just, we call in our guides, we call in our family, we call in our soul family to join with us today. We are not alone, to help us to see the bigger picture and to help step us through any challenges, to find our highest self and to create the universe of love, peace, and abundance that we are all looking for, in whatever fashion that is for you. Hallelujah, right? All right. That's harsh. I'm sorry. She did. Let's see what we got here. Bonnie, she did not know what she was selling. She did, however, see the colored dots on them meant that they were mine. Ooh. What? How could she do that? What happened here? Bonnie, such cool stuff. I got most of what I wanted. My sister sold her tea leaf reading cups and sauce for 50 cents each. Ula's tea leaves. So if you want to know what tea leaf reading, Ula's tea leaf reading. I found Saint Germain coin my mom gave me. Oh, wow, Tina. How awesome. Nice, Tina. Yeah, I would love to see that if you want to send a picture in the Discord. I have been carrying him around with me for 40-ish years. Oh, wow. Our Turkish cat just Push past my cockatoo Ziggy so she can get to my lap. Um, Bonnie, such cool stuff. I got most of. Nice. All right, guys. Um, Fantastic. Maybe tea leaf reading isn't for me. That's what makes me feel better, anyways. Iron Fire, welcome. A good way to look at it, Tina. All right, guys. All right, so let's do some energy work. But yeah, so on the daily now, we'll call in our guides. If you didn't already, and if you did, then they're already there. They don't mind being called in again. But don't get me started on family, Lindsay. Oh, favor. Uh, all right. Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. All right, guys. So yeah, let's clear some energies for the week here. Today is Wednesday, so let's clear the energies for midweek energy clearing here. Today's Thursday, actually. Wow, I'm off today. But all right, so today is Thursday. Yesterday was Sunday. But all right, so let's clear some energies and set some intentions for today, whatever that would be for you. And then we will work with the clear quartz here and close out the big shoe here. Out of all 7 living kids, I am the only witchy one like her. Oh, how awesome. Seven kids. Oh my God. You have 7 brothers and oh, that's a lot of that's a big family there. Wowzers! I couldn't imagine. I don't think in any lifetime I've had brothers or sisters. As far as I can go back in at least the last 7, I haven't had any brothers or sisters in any lifetime. But wow, that's crazy. All right, so here we go, guys. So from your end, anything we need to erase, anything that's sitting in our craw, we're going to go ahead and do so. I'm going to use the chalkboard method. But yeah, so what we do here on Good Dunning is all about energetics, right? So anything that's in Catholic farming family, there you go, like an Orthodox Jewish family, right? Literally as many kids as you can have, right? Until she can't have kids, basically. But the idea is to continuously be pregnant if you're Orthodox, right? Essentially. But yeah, so from your end, if there's anything that's up your craw, anything that's happened, anything in your universe, whatever it might be in any form or fashion there, go ahead and release that. So if you want to take a moment and join with me here, whatever is going on in your universe, we can release that. You can do the chalkboard method. You can write it out, rip it up. You can just say it out loud, and then I say I release that. Whatever really works for you, however you want to do so. Take a minute there, and any energies that you need to clear, go ahead and do so. And I'm going to use the chalkboard here and clear some energies myself. All right. Break some energy. Clear that. All right. Grateful. All right, guys. So let's work with the quartz here, and then we'll close. May close out a little early, but we'll close out for today, and see what we've got. So yeah, so we're going to use the quartz there to pick apart and to see the bigger picture. There we go. New York Debs. Good dunning. Were you raised Catholic? I was 12. Then did Dad yanked me because I was confirmed at baptism, like I was going on. LOL. If you are not serving my as you need to go, I'm not concerned about that. All right, so here we go, guys. We're gonna work with the clear quartz. So basically, we're gonna clear anything that's blocking us from seeing the bigger picture of our universe. There we go. So we're gonna ground into the clear quartz. Whatever might be blocking your universe, there we're going to clear. So join me as we. I'm far behind in chat, catching up. Oh, awesome. All right, so here we go, guys. With your permission, of course, and energetics only works with your permission. And of course, it does work just like anywhere else through the internet as well. Energy is always, right? So here we go, guys. And so what's blocking you from seeing the bigger picture in your universe? We're going to use the clear quartz. Ooh, energy burp. To see that in your universe. And we'll pull anything, of course, that's blocking us from seeing that out. So anything that's blocking you from seeing your bigger universe, the bigger picture in your universe, we're going to pick that off of you today. Wipe. We disappeared, Anspree. Favor. All right, so what is blocking you? Pick and clear. All right, let's pull things out. Grateful for all of you guys who are here. Thank you. Thank you, family. And we'll be live again tomorrow. I will contact Chloe and see about Saturday. And I will find the time and I will post it and let you guys know when we're going to go live otherwise. With channeling and cards and such. I got a person singing Queen and trying to concentrate. Hello. All right, guys, we're going to close this out here in a minute. Ugh. All right, so what's blocking you? Let's pick off anything that may be blocking, like our third eye, to see a bigger picture. We'll pick off, and we'll pick down the chakras here. Let's clear it off. All right, guys, we'll close this out here. One more seal here. Just a real quickie. And let's seal it up. All right, guys. There we go. All right. So, yeah. Can't hear Queen without singing it. There you go. Favor. I need to get off the porch and go in to my whole bedroom. LOL. Thank you, Josh. Debs, thank you. Love you. I'm grateful that you guys are here. Hope you get through it with ease, Lindsay. Favor, yes, favor and grace and ease there, Lindsay. All right, so let's close out with a spin the camera. There we go. Let's close out with a group hug here, and we will end it for today. We'll be live again tomorrow, and grateful guys. Thank you all. That was Mama. LOL by Queen. Nice, Mama. Ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. There we go. All right, guys. So take your left arm up, put it to the person to your left. Take your right arm up and put it to the person to your right. And we take our love out of our left hand here and we spin it around out of our left hand, spin around through each and every one of us as our heart chakras. Spin around through each and every one of us. They combine as we go faster and faster like the Large Hadron Collider into one big heart. And we feel each of our hearts as my heart spins through Loretta's heart, spins through New York Deb's heart, spins through your heart, and spins back into my heart. And we take that love and we connect it like a reverse tornado into the greater source field, and we see everybody in the greater source field in love and peace, and we see each and everybody else here in love and peace as well, and we see everybody out in the greater source field calling in their family and realizing that they're not alone in this universe. We see everybody calling in the guides, the angels, and the archangels that work with them, realizing that whatever they're looking to do, that they're only doing 10% of the work, and that the angels, their guides, and the universe is doing the remainder of the work for them. That even what shows up in front of their frame that they have to do the work on was given to them by the angels, guides, and whatnot. Realizing that we are all, and each and everybody on this planet, if we choose to be and step into that energy, are divinely supported by our angels and our guides. And we choose to allow for the angels and our guides to step in, to intervene into our universes today and every day, to allow for our highest timelines to take place, for allow to us to see the bigger picture, and allow for us to see the actions that we may not be able to see that we need to take to allow our universes to be where we want them to be. We are grateful for our guides, our angels, and the family that we don't physically see, but we energetically know is with us on the daily. We see Mother Gaia, of course, with no X's or O's in her sky. And, of course, we see no forever chemicals or plastics in her soil. And with that, we say, hallelujah, so it is. It's sealed, and so it shall be. Here we go, guys. And my back is itching. All right, so there we go. Grateful. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I hear that, Deb's quite the same with me. What was that? It is the living people that haunt me. The angels are protecting. Strange but true. There you go. Favor, I understand as well. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you who are here. I appreciate anybody who want to watch myself here, and yeah, stick around. Watch Creation in Action here with Mr. Floyd here with Josh, and our universe, right? So yeah, who knows? So yeah, today we get a haircut. We go DoorDash, and tomorrow job interview. So grateful, thankful, and always blessed, right? So I will see you guys tomorrow in the dawning, and I thank you for all being here, and love you all. Thanks, guys. And I will come up with the time to do our the 101 party, right? The cards and such. Thanks, guys. Love you.